So with First to 11, how many covers have you put out into the world?
We have put out almost 300 covers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kissimmee, the big, bold heart of Florida. You've probably heard of it, but have you ever really experienced it? Connected with it? Come take a leap with us, because together we'll see, learn, and taste our way through what makes this place so unique.
Every episode is a new adventure. Today I'm meeting up with Audra Miller. We'll let music inspire us as we take a look at some of the venues the area has to offer. I'm your host, Jen Bonner, and this is the Kissimmee Experience.
Hi! So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Good. So I thought you're a performer, so it might be fun to see all of the different places you can perform here, starting with Osceola Arts. Does that sound good?
Sounds awesome.
All right, let's
do
go.
it.
So this is Osceola County's community theater, and it's right in the heart of Kissimmee. I mean, it's
so awesome.
right?
It is.
It really just, I don't know about you, but it really just takes me back.
It does. It reminds me of when I used to do theater.
Yeah?
When I was younger. It really does.
So when was the last time that you were on stage?
Oh my gosh. A couple weeks ago. We just got off a tour. Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you were on a stage like this?
So probably when I was in middle school.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Middle school?
5th or 6th grade. That was
Okay.
like the last time I did a theater production.
All right, well, I need to hear more about that. So, of
course.
to the green room,
Yeah.
chatting.
Let's go.
That's what we do. Okay, so tell me about this show that you did in middle school.
So I was in Annie when I was in middle school.
Of course you were.
Yes, and it was like the high school production. And of course they needed little kids for this show. So that was the musical that I was in.
And then from there, did you do more theater or?
I did a few more, but then I decided to stop doing theater because I wanted to be in a band.
How did you start to realize that dream of I want to be in a band?
So I actually saw the band that I'm in right now, First to 11, playing at a show. And they were part of this program in our town called the Rock School, which is the program that we all went through. And I saw them, and they were having people sign up to be put into bands. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. Like that's exactly what I want to do. So I filled out my form and I signed up and submitted it to the school. And it turns out right when I submitted my form, their singer left the band and I got put into that band, and I've been there ever since. I actually got the call when I was at a basketball game and I left. Like I just left the basketball game and like went to the practice.
You weren't playing, were you?
I was.
You were playing basketball?
Yeah, and I just left. I didn't
Done
even
with
care.
this.
I was like, okay, goodbye everyone. I'm going to band practice.
See you later.
Yeah.
And you were how old when you started singing?
I started singing when I was 8, but I joined the
For the band,
when I
sorry.
was 11.
Yeah, 11 years old.
Yeah.
I think programs like that are so important. Osceola Arts actually has a few programs like that for
that's so
kids
cool.
as well, and it's really important, right?
It
So you have
is,
a
yeah.
place to really be imaginative and be creative.
Absolutely.
I know you have a lot going on YouTube as well.
Yeah, so we started our YouTube channel when we were like 14, 15 years old. And we just did it because we thought it would be cool. We saw a lot of other people doing YouTube covers, and we did our very first cover of Heathens by 21 Pilots. And it was in a movie that was coming out at the time, so it was like a big deal. And we just happened to cover it at the right time. We put out the video. We didn't know how to do anything, how to work a camera, how to record the song, like nothing. And we put it out and it blew up because the song was really popular, and we got like 10,000 subscribers in a day off of this video.
Wow.
It was crazy, and then we just had to figure it out from there.
Yeah, so you say we, so tell me a little bit about the band itself.
Yeah, so there are 3 other members of the band, Ryan, Matt, and Sam, and we have been doing this together since the very beginning. And the whole reason we started First to 11 and doing covers was to get ourselves out there and promote ourselves so that we could start writing original music.
I know you have another band as well, so tell me about the other band.
Yeah, so our other band is Concrete Castles, and that's all of our original music, and it's just me, Matt, and Sam in that band. Ryan plays bass for First 11, but he's a little bit older than us, so he has like kids and
Sure.
stays home with them, doesn't want to
Other things
travel.
happening,
so it's
right.
just us, yeah.
So with First to 11, how many covers have you put out into the world?
We have put out almost 300 covers.
Wow.
We've done a Disney cover, actually.
yeah?
We did like a rock version of the Aladdin song, Whole New World.
Oh, that's so
we
fun.
we do everything. Coming here when I was younger, going to Disney Springs, seeing all of that, it was definitely a big inspiration.
We're pretty close to Disney Springs, so if you'd like to maybe take a little trip down memory lane, we could stop by.
I would love to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're here at Waterview Park in this beautiful scenic amphitheater, which is one of my favorite live entertainment spaces at Disney Springs.
Me
Right on Lake
too.
Buena Vista, yeah?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about how Disney Springs really shaped you as a performer.
Yeah, so I used to come to Disney Springs all the time when I was younger, and even still to this day. And my favorite thing when I was little was watching all of the live music and the live performances happening. And this amphitheater specifically was my favorite. Yes, this one right here. Because it was all just like solo artists or actual bands performing, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to be in a band, I want to be a singer, and this is where a lot of my inspiration came from for performing.
How is that different performing for a live audience as opposed to performing for a camera?
Yeah. So we started on YouTube on camera. So it was definitely a little bit weird transitioning to a live performance and figuring out how to do all of that in real time. Because obviously when you're on camera, you have a little bit of wiggle room. You can redo things and you can, you know, figure it out as you go. But when you're in front of people, you just have to roll with it.
So let's talk a little bit about what it's like for you performing in these live performance spaces.
Yeah, it's very cool, and I think coming, like we were saying, like coming from a small town and things like that, it's very interesting to be in a place like this where you have so many options of where you can play and perform, especially in a place like Disney Springs where you just have a built-in audience of people every day, and it's such a cool way to get your name out there. And for us in our hometown, we played festivals and like, you know, all those little local things that were going on, but it is nothing like this. And it's so cool to come here and see this.
Yeah, and it's almost like Disney Springs is the local place to play
absolutely.
here. Yeah. So where was the first place that you actually did play live?
We actually started our very first tour in Orlando,
Oh,
which
so
is
it's
so
even
cool.
more special for
It
you.
is.
I love
yeah,
it.
this was we had played local shows and done that whole thing. But when we started our original band, we went on our first tour, and the first day was in Orlando, Florida.
That's really wonderful.
Yeah,
well,
it was
welcome
great.
back.
I know, it's great to be back.
Well, I'm so glad that we got to come here back to somewhere that inspired you so
too.
much. It really was a pleasure. I mean, there's so many great restaurants. There's so much entertainment here at Disney Springs. I'm a little hungry myself, so maybe Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar's right next door. You want to go grab something to eat before we head out?
Let's go.
Can't pass it up, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, here we are, our last stop, the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts, the heart, the center really of the arts in Central Florida.
I'm so excited to see it. It looks so beautiful on the outside, and I can't wait to go in.
All right, well, let's go.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Wow, it is so pretty in here. I love the balcony.
Yeah.
The balcony lights are amazing.
Oh yeah, the
and
little bubbles.
I could just stare at the ceiling all
that
day.
beautiful?
It
I
is-
know.
It's so pretty.
Audra, thank you so much for going on this journey with me.
Thank
It's
you.
been so fun.
It has been. It's been a blast.
It really has. We got to start at Osceola Arts, a little community theater, just kind of like where you got your
One
start.
of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love theater. I am a theater kid at heart
I know.
forever.
Me too. You are. You're a theater kid forever,
You
right? And then we got to go to Disney Springs, which I know means a lot to you.
It does,
And
yeah.
really gave you a lot of inspiration to be the
Absolutely.
performer that you are today.
Yeah, that's where a lot of it came from.
Yeah, and now we are here at the Dr. Phillips Center for Performing Arts, the premier regional theater in Central Florida, which is just right next to Kissimmee, and we are going to get to see you perform.
Yes, I am so excited.
I am so excited. So can you tell me what you're going to be singing today?
I'm going to sing Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
And is there a reason for that song?
There is. Very specific, very weird.
All right.
When I was younger, the only place that I could sing out in public was doing karaoke. And so there was this bar by my house that did karaoke, and I went. I was 8 years old, and I sang "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele, and that has been my song ever since. It's my go-to karaoke song since I was 8. So
8 years old.
It's been a long time, but it's still there.
And you just came in, and this voice came out,
Yes,
and I'm sure everybody just stopped.
They were shocked. They were a little surprised that I was there and that I could sing like that. So it's my favorite one.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear you sing it. And I know you have to go and get ready, but I have one more question for you, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
So when you leave this place, when this is all done, what is one thing that you want to leave behind?
I think for me, it's the same thing that I kind of gained and learned when I came here for the first time, and that was just I got my love of music from so many of these places. And like we said, we started in a small theater, and that's the same place that I started. And coming to Disney Springs when I was little and seeing all of those performers just kind of like left a mark on me that I remembered forever and inspired my career that I have now. And it's so cool to come back and see that now and then get to perform in a place like this. Coming, starting at Disney Springs and coming here is just crazy, and I just hope that people feel that same way when they leave here and they get to experience all of the things that you guys have to offer here, because we did not have this
where
I was from.
Same with me, those small towns, right?
It was my favorite thing to come here and just see all of this and experience it, and it's been so much fun seeing it all again.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's go get you ready.
Let's do
Good
it.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your ship bare. See how I leave with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I would do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch, and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, but you played it to the beat. Baby, I have no story to be told, but I've heard one on you, and I'm gonna make your head burn. Think of me in the depths of your despair, making home down there as my show won't be shared. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, but you played it with a beating. Throw your soul through every open door, count your blessings to find what you look for. Turn my sorrow into treasure gold. You pay me back in kind and reap just what you sowed. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. It all, it all, it all. We could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you had my heart inside your hand, but you played it to the beat. Could have had it all. Rolling in the deep.
And this just scratches the surface of all that Kissimmee has to offer. When you look beyond the larger-than-life attractions and really connect with what's around you, you'll be surprised at what you'll find. Music, the arts, and inspiration around every turn. So remember, always make time to experience Kissimmee. I'm Jen Bonner, and I'll see you around.